Yo, 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 what's the fucking deal, baby? Welcome back to, I'm just gonna do this. Welcome back to the Maritime Industry 904. I got a pretty good one right here, at least I like it. Alright, so I did a post on Facebook in this group, SIU MSC. It's pretty much about the young men and women that are in MSC already or SIU, or they're preparing to go into it, and they usually ask like a lot of questions, trying to feel their way into the industry and all that shit. So I asked the question, do you have a 2-year plan, right? And I had some really great response from about 7 people. I don't know. I was happy too. I was happy to hear their response, man. They had their mind right. I love that shit, right? So big shout out to Shad Blackwood, Mr. Curry. I can't pronounce your first name, dog. But man, Curry boy, shit, Major League Talk. I hear you, bro. Hey, follow through with that though, because that's gonna get you further in life, and it's gonna get you to your goals much faster with less baggage and less shit you gotta pay and carry with you. Shout out to Scott Brown, Alexis Joseph, Jeffrey Hughes, Alfredo, see you, bro. Matt Kennedy Marshall, and Mary Wise. If I messed up your name, forgive me, okay? Yeah. So Curry and Ms. Shad Blackwood said some profound things. I just want to kind of go over those. What Ms. Shad was saying. She's seen so many of us work hard and blow it even harder. So I want to kind of dabble on that, right? That particular statement is not just for black people. The thing about that statement is it pertains to everybody on the water, right? White people, black people, most Americans don't have real financial literacy, right? And this is a rabbit hole, what I'm saying, but just to stay on top of the surface, I've seen white men do it. And that's what made me wake up and realize that it's not about black people. It's really about how you spend your money, how you make your money. It's really a mindset. If you lack discipline, your skin color don't matter. You just don't. You ain't got it. You ain't focused, and any little thing can get you off track. Any little thing will make you spend money. Any little thing will make you be impulsive on your spending, right? In situations, right? But Ms. Shad, you're right. I've seen a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, black people. And the thing about it, in this industry that you all heading into it or you're already in, is we ain't officers. So a lot of us don't make that 100K a year. we make good. Some of us really do. It's quite a few, but I mean, like, none of us are the captains, chief mates, chief engineers. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really shoot for that. We should, and I hope a lot of y'all following me or watching this, man. Go for the top, man. Upgrade. Somebody out of all the names I mentioned, they mentioned upgrade. Shad did, and a couple other people. So upgrade, man. Go to the top, man. Nothing but the top, man. So I went ahead and I thought about it. I wanted to go ahead and answer my question, but I wanted to make a video, put it on my YouTube channel. That's a plug. So if I had the opportunity to go back, start over again, my 2-year plan would be different. Okay, I wrote it out, but let me just talk, man. Y'all just bear with me here. All right, so my 2-year plan would change. Off the rip, I would go engine. Department, and I would first get my mind right. Get your mind right. Always get your mind right. If your mind ain't right, you can't execute. If you ain't got, I don't want to say peace, but if you ain't got some calmness about your life, you know what I mean? Everything is unorganized, man. You're going to be unorganized when you're going to your projects, right? You're going to your career. it's gonna be a fucking calamity. Your life is a calamity. Your project gonna be the same thing. Calamity means fucked up bad. So I would get my mind right to work for a minimum of 6 to 8 months, whether that's union or non-union. I will work 6 to 8 months. Period. The reason why I say that because I get to see time, as much see time as I can, and then as I work those 6 to 8 months, I would budget a trip. In like 3 weeks max, right? I would do like let's just say most of y'all are SIU, so I'm gonna have to talk in months. So if I did 6 months, you know what I mean, whatever it is, however it's broken up in 4 months, whatever, I would like my time off, I'll schedule a trip and have a budget. You know what I mean? Maybe like $2,000 for the trip. Get me a nice hotel, whatever it is. It'll have to be within that budget. Once I take that trip and I come back home, I would like just chill. I would chill. I would read books. I would get better. I would get better as a person every day on my time off. I wouldn't fuck around. Maybe hit a club, you know what I mean, but nothing crazy. I would prepare myself to avoid all the pitfalls at the house: drinking, drugs, sex, wasting time. Avoid all that shit, right? So then I'll find a class so I can upgrade, and I'll pay for it. SIU wants you to do like a certain time. Now, if you do that C time where you fall in that, and you can do it for free, go ahead. You know what I mean? I would do that. Find a class, upgrade to the top, man. It's up. So the next thing I would do is what I'm currently doing right now, right? And it took me 20 years to really get my mindset to this point. 20 years of bullshit. So that's why I do these videos, and that's why I chime in, I tap in with y'all. Is because I don't want y'all to waste that money. Man, 20 years is a long time to be fucking off, man. So I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'll find me some property, equipment to invest in, right? Think big and buying property. I remember one time I met this guy, this engineer. He said he was gonna buy a house, but he couldn't find that he wanted, right? So he switched gears, and he just went and bought property. Went and bought a shit ton of property. And the property had like a bunch of trees on it. He didn't know that he had bought. The trees were like they cut the trees down and they made glue out of it. Some kind of product that gets sold out of Home Depot. So he bought the property and ended up selling. I mean, he might have had like 4 acres. He ended up selling an acre to Home Depot. But first, before he sold it, he ended up selling them a few trees, and then he sold the property. So like that's major. You know what I'm saying? Like that's thinking big. You know, somebody gave me some information. I'm passing that on to y'all. Okay, so I'll buy Bitcoin. I'll flip cars. Learn the fucking trade. You know what I mean? Like, even though you got a trade now, shit, learn another trade. That trade you can do and use it for later on or some other shit. You know what I mean? For a side hustle, right? Just like Shed said, man, learn the budget 50, 30, 20, man. I had wrote this down before I even seen her comment, man. Okay, so let me clarify. Like, when I say save, I mean, I say save, learn how to save. I mean save to invest. I don't mean save just to leave it in your checking account or your savings account to get that little bit of change, that high yield. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about invest the cops of property. You know what I mean? Flip big, think big. I know y'all can't see it, but think big. Do it big. That's what I mean by savings. And that's what's very important. It's extremely important with the 50, 30, 20 is because the 20% is for you to save and invest. So, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, like, if you make $70,000, $80,000, which is good money, like $70,000, $80,000 a year, you can't just go buy no big ass. I mean, you can if you stack all that paper up, but then once you buy the investment your ROI, your return on investment, might not be like that. So you gotta live, you know what I mean? You gotta be smart about it. So yeah, that 20%, man, is saving for an investment, or to save for that time off for the 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So the 50, when you that first 2 years when I started making that money, that 50% gonna go to the little bitty bills, like my man, like Mr. Curry, like he ain't got no bills. So his 50, you know what I mean? Like he could switch. I don't even want to go into all that, man. But you want to take that 50 and pay your bills, man. Okay? And I forgot what the 30 is. Okay, but like the 20 is the saving so you can invest. The 30 or 20, one of them, it's a system, man. It's a system. You need a system to be successful. You gotta go off of something, because right now, everybody that's going into the merchant seaman, you have peak jobs there, or you have done careers, or whatever you're doing now, it's not successful, which makes you want to come and be away from your family and away from, you're on the water. You leaving land, you leaving one world to get to another world, and you're giving up time that you can't get. You can't buy that. I don't give a fuck how rich you is, you can't buy it, right? Because Elon would have copped him some couple. Elon would have copped some time by now. He would have bought something, but it ain't for sale. So whatever you're doing now, you're not doing it good. It's not good. I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying you're picking and you're pivoting in life to try to get better or make better money. Somewhere you're trying to get better, and you see this as an opportunity to get better. So I'm saying that's why I'm saying I'm suggesting the 50, 30, 20 is a great system to implement on a low paying scale at entry level. Get used to working that system, and when you come across more money, then you work in this system. But now you can, like, you got more money because you can save more money. Your system can expand a little bit, and you can move around a little more. You can breathe. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I touched on everything, man. So I watched this guy, man. I forgot the guy YouTube thing, but he went and critiqued KRS-One, my philosophy. Right, so I'm an 80s baby. KRS-One, that philosophy shit was hard. It's still hard to this day. So KRS-One, he says, it's not about salary, it's more about reality. That's what it is, dog. What you making right now, it ain't the salary, it's the reality of what you gonna do with the salary. That's the reality of this shit, okay? So let me y'all give me a few more minutes, man. I wanna read. Alright, so this it right here. I ain't got no more for y'all. This it right here. So I got 3 partners that I kick it with, and we all on the same type of time. So I asked them, and they all successful, they have careers. Success is a subjective word, so I'm using the word they successful men, and they're not interested in being the old men, young men we were, wild and all that shit. We all are interested in bettering ourselves, and we hold each other accountable. And so I asked them for their advice for y'all on starting your career, right? So this is my partner Mike. Me and Mike started out together. We went to Blue Water Maritime. We started the industry at the same time. So this is my partner for real. 20 years of friendship, solid. So I asked him what was his advice for y'all. So he said, always prioritizing putting God first in your life, right? Ensure you surround yourself with people who push you to grow. Remember, your health is invaluable, and always strive to better yourself, okay? Lastly, be aware that not everyone wants to see you succeed, so stay focused and determined in all your endeavors, right? All right, so now we got my partner Sloan, okay, Darnell Sloan. He up in North Carolina, man. Hey, man, I've been knowing him for a long time. Been knowing him for 25 plus. Met him through a friend. right? My best friend, Peanut, God bless the dead. Darnell Sloan Darnell, he said his advice is make sure your network is tight. It's not what you know, but who that could kick down a door for you. Don't be afraid to take risks and try something new, okay? He changed majors in school at least 4 times before he found what he wanted to do, okay? And that's very, you can apply this to emergency seaman. You can start off on deck, end up in the engine room, okay? So don't be afraid to change. If they go to school, y'all will be going to school at some point. His advice is to go ahead and commit to the masters, right? But y'all not in no masters, but go get your masters. Go get your officer's license. How about that? Okay, we're gonna put the officer license. Go be a captain. Go be chief engineer. Lastly, from him, people are not going. People are going to weed themselves out of your life. There's a price to be paid for greatness, and it's sometimes a lonely journey. Stay the course. I'm with that shit. Alright, and this is my partner Tim, right? He said do something that you enjoy doing and passionate about, that you don't mind getting up in the morning and wake up to an alarm clock. Being happy doing for the next 20 years. Surround yourself around like-minded people that's going in the direction that you want to go in. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Don't fucking shortchange yourself. Always find something to invest your money in so you can have passive income. Be consistent. That's me, boy. He talking to me. My dog talking to me. I'm just passing through. But be consistent. Don't procrastinate. Love and focus on yourself, right? And me, what I see, let's see, learn to invest and save assets over liabilities. If the current assets of a household are more than twice the current liabilities, then that household is genuinely considered to have good short-term financial strength. If current liabilities exceed current assets, then the household may have problems meeting their short-term obligations. Okay, I'm going to cut that. Alright, well, I'm going to end it like that. The last part, I'm going to have to kind of explain. I just started reading it. It has meaning to it, but I'm assuming that went over y'all head. It's pretty heavy. But anyway, if you got it, you got it. We're going to cut it, but I'm going to just leave it, man. Somebody going to get it. Thank y'all. Thank you to everybody who followed, you know what I mean, been checking in and learning. I appreciate anybody that wants to learn. I appreciate you giving me the time, man. And I gotta do a video. I got a request. I'm gonna do that. And y'all just stay down, stay focused, man. I appreciate y'all, man. The Maritime Industry 904, man. Fuck with me. Over and out.